Welcome to my first YouTube video. My name is Arlo Liebler. Are you sacrificing your body to hit your numbers if you're in sales? Are you sacrificing your body because you're building a business and you're working yourself to the bone to be able to hit the targets you want or to create this business that makes an impact on people that you have a passion for? Well, this video is for you. We're going to talk about that today because I walked through this and it actually cost me a lot. It cost me a lot of money. It cost me a lot of my health as well because doctors are not talking about these issues. They're root cause issues that cause your fatigue, that cause you to be running on empty and not having the stamina, the durability, and the type of endurance that you want and need to be able to continue to excel in your profession. And it will cost you money down the road, if not your health. You see, I was doing the same dang thing. I was basically pushing myself like crazy for many, many years. And actually in 1985, going back a little bit, I was a broker at E.F. Hutton. When E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. That's an old ad from those guys. We had to make tons of cold calls every day and drive ourselves like crazy on the phone and in evenings for all kinds of appointments. My branch manager, he said to me, Arlo, do not work past 8 or 9 hours a day because you are really intense and you're really driven. And I've seen brokers like you, they fry out and they go bye-bye. And I don't want you to happen to you. And I listened to Phil, but the thing was, it didn't happen in 85, it happened in 93. When I crashed in 93, it was pretty severe. And then after that, I had a cycle of getting a little bit better, crashing again, getting a little bit better, crashing again. I could never get back to where I was. It was a never-ending quest to be that producer I once was. I actually was able to get back up to be an excellent producer again, but I was dragging and it was burning me out and I had to do something about it. In fact, in 2011, I became a health coach in order to find out what is causing this, because I went to tons of alternative practitioners. Have you gone to alternative practitioners? Have you tried to find answers and it hasn't worked? Have you gone to regular medical doctors? Our medical doctors are trained in medical school on how to diagnose and how to prescribe drugs. They really aren't taught about root causes. That's not the paradigm that we're looking at right now. So we have to look outside the box. And if you're working with, oh, I'm trying Red Bull, I'm doing coffee, that gets me through. I've talked to a lot of sales reps out there and business owners. Oh, we're caffeinated here. We're getting by on caffeine. Well, that will get you only so far. At some point, your body's going to go ahead and wave that white flag and it's going to say enough is enough. And you're going to start slowing down if you are already slowing down. And that's why I'm here today talking about what is causing this. There are root causes to this. One first thing I always talk about this is toxicity. We hear about it all the time, that our environment's is very toxic. Well, it's worse than we are told about, folks. You think about it, 200 years ago, did we have all these chronic issues with autoimmune issues? Do we have a lot of hypothyroidism? Do we have a lot of cancer? No, we really didn't. It's really evolved over the last couple of hundred years. You see, we have over 50,000 toxins in our environment, and the government has tested them, but they test them individually. They don't test them in combination to see what the cumulative effect is of these toxins and how they impact our bodies. And what's even worse, we are born toxic. And why do I say that? Because they did a study on newborn infants, and they found in umbilical cords, they found over 200 toxins in umbilical cords of infants. So we come into the world that way, toxic. And then we accumulate the toxins as we age, and they don't go away. It just becomes more cumulative. So there is a reason your body gets to a certain point. There's a tipping point. And all of a sudden you're like, okay, the body can have a chronic illness, can have some autoimmune issues, you can be tired. The toxins have to be dealt with. And you can't do a detox in the box. It takes time. There are certain protocols, and that's what I'm going to talk about right now. I found a protocol that really works, that helps it'll help me get out of the abyss. I actually was so bad in 2016, I had a stroke. And I lost some peripheral eyesight. I still have that loss right now. And that was devastating. That really cost me a ton of money and a ton of health. And I climbed and clawed my way out of it and found some answers. So I have found a protocol that does work. You got to address the toxins. We're talking about toxins. Got to address that. And then, of course, we have to look at other areas that can be causing this stress on the body. There's mold, there's parasites. The CDC says they do exist, and our doctors don't. They're not taught about this in medical school. They're taught first world countries don't have a parasite issue. Well, the CDC says otherwise. And there's also trauma. You can have past history of trauma. That will reduce your immune system. It'll also be able to cause you to be a little bit more susceptible to issues with your body and become chronically ill or the fatigue. And if you don't deal with the trauma, you can't really be able to. That's like putting the cart in front of the horse. If you don't deal with putting the cart behind the horse, you're not going to go anywhere. The same thing with getting well. So the issues are to get onto a protocol that obviously goes in the right order, addressing all the different issues, and also being able to, and of course everybody knows about diet. You have to eat properly as well. And as I know you guys, hard charging sales reps, business owners, a lot of times that can get neglected, even though when you try to go ahead and do the best you can to eat right. And there's a lot of philosophies out there about how to eat right. Well, this is a very controversial subject, but you do need to eat. Make sure you have the proper human diet. You need to have more protein in your diet, and you have to have more fat. Okay, you guys, if you are sick and tired of waking up every single day, just exhausted, trying to figure out how you're going to be able to make it through the day, or you're just running on that last bit of energy and you're relying on the supplements, you're trying stimulants, you're trying all kinds of things that aren't working, I have a free training for you. It's Fatigue Kills Deals. This will help you to be able to find their way out of this abyss. It's a 6-step process that I outline in it. It's also something that it took me basically 30 years of my life figuring out to be able to get myself through this. This will give you some answers. You're not going to be getting these answers when you go ahead and Google it, when you chat GPT it. It's not put together there for you like that. Go ahead and check it out. Put in the comments training. I'll be happy to send it to you. And for you high performance professionals out there, boy, I get it. I've been there, and I wish you the best. God bless you.